자, 오늘도 호그와트를 할 것이 오늘도 계속 이어서 길다. 게임 언제 끝나냐. 챌린지는 73% 채웠는데 퀘스트 70%, 메인 퀘스트, 메인 스토리는 이제 반인데 보조 퀘스트는 왜 5개밖에, 아니 반이 아닌가? 잠깐만, 넘어갈 때마다 다 1부터 카운트 하던가? 메인 퀘스트를 7개밖에 했을 리가 없잖아. 메인 퀘스트 7개 남았고 대충 퀘스트만 다 한다 치면은 대충 이제 반 정도, 아니지 70%, 챌린지까지 다 하려고 치면은 73%. 생각만큼 많이 남지는 않았는데 그래도 아직도 좀 해야겠다. 며칠 정도 더 해야겠다. 이 정도 페이스라면 아직도 며칠 정도는 더 해야겠다. 그러면 보자. 갑작스러운 만남. 마지막으로 포피와 얘기를 나눴을 때 그녀는 스니젯을 걱정하고 있었다. 포피와 금지된 숲에서 만나 구조 계획을 세우기로 했다. 금지된 숲이 금지된 숲이라는 이름인데 다 이유가 있을 텐데. 아이씨, 학생놈들이 개나 소나 그냥 금지된 숲을 그냥 제 집 마냥 들락날락거려. 금지된 숲이 금지됐는 데는 다 이유가 있을 텐데 이놈들이 말을 안 들어먹어요. 이 불량 학생 녀석들. 잘못 떴다. 갑자기 왜 키가 헷갈리지? 갑자기 왜 키가 맨날 잘만 하다가 갑자기 왜 키가 헷갈리냐. 이거 활성화도 안 해놨었나? 자, 보자. 불 피우는 거네. 일단 거미줄을 태워놓고 나머지 2개는 어디 있지? 저기 하나. 나머지 1개 어디 있어? 보자. 저기랑 저기까지 3개. 이건 좀 띄워야겠는데? 제자리에서 다 맞출 수가 없잖아. 아닌가? 이 위치에서 되나? 해볼까? 컨프링거 하고 컨프링거 컨프링거 안 붙어. 야, 파이어. 됐냐? 근데 너무 늦어. 다시 컴프링거 됐나? 됐다.
Revelio.
I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
일단 처음엔 무조건 경계당할 것 같은데, 그러면 냅다 화살부터 안 쓰면 다행이지 않을까? 그들이 싫어할 것 같은데.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
켄타우로스는 현명하기로 유명한 종족이지.
I suppose they are known for
그랬어?
having an air of omniscience.
그런
That's exactly
설정이
the right
있어?
word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to
비밀은
hide.
없다면 비밀이
That's right.
없으면 말을 해
We'll
임마.
simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
왜 말을
Yes,
하다 마라.
of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
뭐야? 냅다 그냥 저쪽에서 와서 그냥 포위를 하시는데? 이거 괜찮은 거 맞냐?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
뭔가 이렇게 될 것 같더라.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
얘네들 사이에서도 의견 충돌 같은 게 있나?
Foolish children.
다 완전히
Do you know
같은
what
의견은
happens to
아닌 것
wizards
같은데.
who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek.
그냥
A
말해주네.
moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
뭔가 함정으로 유인하는 거 아니야?
I don't
뭔가
understand.
의심스러워.
So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
월장석은 흔한 거 아니야?
Isn't Moonstone all around us?
주변에
Why
널려
retrieve one
있던데.
from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
특별한 월장석.
I don't know, but I am inclined to
뭔가
believe
알고 있는
him, what with
눈치이긴
his being
했지.
a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
도서관에 간다고?
I'll let you know what I find.
일단 또 이러고 회사했냐? 별거 없네.
Revelio.
이거 좀 길어질 거라고 생각했는데 별거 없네.
Revelio.
그 별자리 있다. 먹어야지.
Revelio.
별자리 해야지 별자리. 어디야? 위쪽인가? 여기 있다.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
관문표. 지금 밤이야? 밤인가? 이건 또 뭔 별자리냐? 희한하게 생겼구만. 용. 이게 어떻게 용?
Revelio.
진짜 별자리는 봐도 저걸 어떻게 구분하는 건지 모르겠단 말이야.
Revelio.
이거 왜 안 먹히지? 히포그리프. 오 핵. 아니 히포그리프 수컷을 잡아야 되는데 이렇게 암컷이 많아? 아 얘도 교배를 시켜야 되는데.
Revelio.
수컷 없냐 수컷? 수컷 어딨어 수컷? 이게 수컷인가? 아이씨 얘도 암컷이야 이씨. 아 왜 수컷이 없어?
Professor Howard will never believe this.
얘도
Revelio.
이거 암컷이네. 한 마리 더 없나? 한 마리
Revelio.
더. 한 마리 더. 허식인데 꼴랑 2마리밖에 없어. 심지어 암컷만 2마리.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft. Now, where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper?
일로 오셔요.
Descendo.
해. 봐라.
Incendio.
이러면 떨어져 죽나?
Revelio.
뭐야 얘 이상하게 껴있어.
I'll get that goblin helm
내려,
back.
내려오세요.
Descendo.
성이요.
Nowhere to hide now.
Protego. Stupefy. Defendo.
bombarda.
Accio. Descendo.
컴프링거.
Glacis. Capulso.
프리펜더.
Revelio.
이거는 저거
Incendio. Lumos.
건물이 더 가라. 그 밑에서 뭐 난리나 있는데 하나 더.
Revelio.
Confringo. Learn that in first year, did ya?
Confringo!
That's proper food.
이거 왜 나무 속에 아닌가?
Reduction.
반딧불 한 마리 더 있어야 돼.
Knack it all.
어딨지? 주변에 있을 텐데. 한 무리가 더 필요한. 이 안쪽인가? 빵이요.
Revelio.
여기 있구만.
Lumos.
Confringo! Rookwoods don't go down easy.
밑에 쌈 났다. 구경 가자.
Potato.
싸움 구경이 꿀잼이지.
Am I supposed to be impressed that you defeated her? It's a mistake.
뭐야 트롤 졌어. 그럼 깽판 쳐줘야지. 인센 임페리오 전진. 아 뭐임.
Glacis. Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Bombarda. Defendo. The beasts are Revelio.
방금 뭐가 또 튀어 날아간 것 같은데. 트롤 여기서 죽었는데 왜 트롤 점액이 안 떨어져 있냐? 트롤 점액이 없어.
Revelio. These rocks have seen better days.
이 안에 버프 스캔 갇혀 있잖아. 근데 저기 있어서 못 풀어주는 건가? 뭐요? 으아! 꼈다! 저기요! 됐다. 아!
Enjoy stealing. Don't try that Expelliarmus.
뱅뱅이가 임페리오.
This is you back from more.
Incendio. Glacius. Potato.
아 역시 저주 성능 확실하구만. 너도 풀려봐 임마. 해줄게. 세 개. 풀려봐 임마.
Revelio.
안에 거미도 있는데.
Alohomora.
이거 열 때 패턴은 대충 8방향 중에 고정인 것 같은데. 항상 8방향. 너 안 나오니? 너 안 나오니? 저기요? 너 안 나오냐?
Glacius.
저기요? 뭐 하세요 거기서?
Revelio.
저기 거미 있어가지고 겁먹고 못 나오는 건가?
Incendio. Flipendo. Defender. Bombarda.
아!
Incendio.
꺼져라 거미야! 야!
Potato. Revelio.
There's a victory that came none too soon.
나와봐 친구. 이게 왜 안 나와?
Levioso.
이거 나오질 않으니까 그거도 안 되잖아. 이것도 버그인가? 적 다 잡았는데 꺼내주질 못하네.
Alohomora.
아니 은근히 게임 버그 겁나 많아. 잔버그가 많아 잔버그가. 너도 좀 나와봐. 얘도 안 나오네 씨. 아 왜 이렇게 안 나와? 풀어줬는데 나오질 않어. 비탄과 복수. 애쉬와인더 은신처에서 네티와 함께 라브씨의 탈출을 도운 이후 네티가 어떻게 지내고 있는지 물어봐야겠다.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I've most
Revelio.
included.
상자. 방금 집 요정 있었던 것 같은데 여기. 방금 집 요정 같은 게 여기 있었던 것 같은데 뭐지? 무슨 이상한 소리도 들린 것 같은데?
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
주인공은
You may
기숙사에서
not
자는 게
realize
더
it,
적은
but
게
you
아닐까
are the
이쯤
talk
되면.
of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how
맨날
everyone
이상한
knows
데서
about
자.
it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
허가보단 용서가 쉽지만 항상 그렇진 않다.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most
그녀가
majestic
같이
giraffe,
애니마구스.
and he would carry me on his back, my
야,
arms
아빠는
around his neck.
기린이었어.
We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
우리가 하는 일을 네 아버지께서 어떻게 생각하실까?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
아버지가 돌아가신 거에 대해
Do you
복수하려는
think
거야?
taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's
복수.
death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
얘 지금 죽여버리는 걸
Thank
전제로
you again for
얘기하는데
saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
정의를 추구하는 건 좋은데 그렇게 망설임 없이 죽인다고 말하는 것도 맞냐? 정의? 저 정의란 악을 죽여버리는 것. 메인 퀘스트 교장 선생님 이야기. 니안 피츠제럴드 교수의 초상화가 지도내실에 나타났다. 그곳에 가서 그녀와 얘기해봐야겠다. 지도내실에 있는 니안 피츠제럴드 교수의 초상화와 대화하세요. 지도내실이라고 하는데 맨날 이쪽으로 이게 찍힌다. 지도내실이면 여기지.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at
이놈들이
Rookwood Castle?
They are.
퍼즐도 안 풀고
I
드릴로
fear
그냥
we have no
뚫어버리려고.
time to lose. Have a look at the map.
나처럼 퍼즐을 풀고 들어가란
the
말이야.
next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
호그와트 안에 있다고?
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while
교장
he's
몰래
away.
교장실로
I
잠입.
understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
교장 선생님 이야기. 아직 한 칸이 남아 있는데 저건 누구지? 교장실에 침입할 방법을 바로 진행이 부엉이 우편이 와야 할
How
텐데.
will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
피그 교수, 연구실에서 피그 교수와 대화하세요.
You know I hate being left.
Revelio.
All too well.
저 위에 상자는 여긴가?
Aloha Mora.
기본적으로 항상 8방향 중 한 곳 어딘가. 미확인템이네. 뭐야 이건. 수업 중 가능한 게임, 부양 수업, 띄어진 꼴대 또는 이와 유사한 것을 통해 블록을 부양하도록 권장한다. 무장해제 및 회피, 엑스펠리아르무스 및 반사신경을 연마한다. 아, 접선이의 목표, 기본으로 돌아가 빠르게 움직이도록 주문을 건 목표를 맞추도록 연습한다.
Revelio.
이 위로 가면 아 상자 있었지. 뭐요? 뭐 이상한 데로 이어져.
Aloha Mora.
이 자물쇠 색깔이 뭔가 좀 다른 것 같은데. 레벨 2라고 더 어렵게 따야 되나? 잠깐만. 이쪽 방향. 레벨 2는 또 방향이 좀 다르네.
Revelio.
어둠의 탑 감옥. 레벨 2라고 또 좀 더 어려워지잖아. 다 같은 자물쇠가 아니구나.
Revelio.
방금 뭐야? 방금 김이 툭 하고 끊겼어. 베스트.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time
뭐야,
now.
저 뒤에 데미가이즈
Where is the
월석
next
보이는데?
trial?
Believe it or
이런
not,
데 있었나?
it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A
Polyjuice
polyjuice
마법약.
potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change
그걸
into
어떻게
Professor
만드-
Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
바로 마시는 거야? 변신. 근데 이거 꼭 내가 변해야 되는 건가?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we
이거
discussed,
교수님이
you'll
대신
need the
마시고 그냥
password
대신
from
알아주면
Scrope,
안 되는
who
거야?
could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the
이제
headmaster's
내가
house elf.
교장이다. 진짜 이러고 돌아다닐 수 있네. 여기 뒤에 데미가이즈 월석 지금 못 먹나? 지금 밤으로. 아, 시간이 안 넘겨져 지금. 메인캐 중이라고. 메인캐 중이라 시간이 안 넘겨진다. 이제 내가 고장이다.
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course.
소리가
sir.
너무 높은 거 아니야?
You'd asked me about a particular potion, and
이거
well,
대답 잘못하면 들키나?
I did. Yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
제 주인공 연기 더럽게 못하네.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for
전기
boils you
치료.
wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of
전기
course,
있구나.
yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
교장
When I
선생님의
witnessed what
비밀이
passes for
까발려지고
magic
있어.
in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth, Mr. Weasley, What are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I hear you're getting quite good at those concoctions you brew. I say, why don't you bring a sample of your next batch to my office? I'd like to give it a try.
What? Yes, sir. I will. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
일 늘리고
On
있어.
your way, Mr. Weasley.
아, 씨. 야, 기회 제대로 살리네, 씨. 야, 씨, 교장 선생님 이거 제대로 먹이는데, 이거?
One for my diary.
이 자식 지금이 기회라고
I haven't
작정했구나.
time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all.
Headmaster,
오미니스?
what do you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
진짜 아무 말
I
대잔치다.
am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
교장 선생님 안 그래도 별로 좋게 생각되지 않고 있었는데 완전히 그냥 나락으로 밀어넣고 있어. 평가를 나락으로 밀어넣고 있어.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
교장 선생님 평가 나락으로
If you
집중 중.
must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
평가 나락 직행 중이다 진짜. 이 자식 지금이 기회라고 진짜 작정했어.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
그냥 평가 나락 보내려고 아주 작정을 하셨구만.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
신발 다시 닦아라 이놈들아.
Professor,
아, 이젤리
to
교수님.
speak to you.
예.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful
옆에
to see you.
갑옷도 얻어맞고 있는 소리 나는데.
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
이건 뭐라고 대답하는 게 좋을까? 피그 교수님, 이건 피그 교수님 평가 관련된 것 같은데. 이건 좋은 거 골라줘야 될 것 같은데.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
옆에 갑옷도 박살나있다. 여기
Leeway for Professor.
여기가 아니었는데 여기서도 흥얼거리는 갑옷 박살나고 이러네.
That ought to give Professor Fig some
얘가
breathing
지금 박살낸 거지. 옆에 있는 애. 옆에 있는 애 박살을 내버렸어 또.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
이 자식 진짜 막 나가네 이거. 진짜 막 나가네.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
생각이 바뀌었어.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
블랙 가문의 가훈이라고. 그게 뭐야?
Does remember it.
희의 순도와 관련된 거? 이건가?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
프랑스어라고?
Yes, of course.
프랑스어가
I order
뭐야?
you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
얘 왜 자꾸 트럼에
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
마법력 효과가 떨어지고 있어. 자꾸 막 꺽거려. 숨어야 돼.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
꺽.
Fig was right.
돌아왔다.
I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Revelio.
이건 이러고 끝나네. 가고일 조각상을 찾아야겠다.
Confringo.
Revelio.
또 무슨 방이지 근데?
Alohomora. Revelio.
블랙 교수의 교장실에 들어가기. 이건 열쇠 구멍 있는데 열지는 못하나? 뭐씨, 여기 순간 떨어지는 줄 알고 놀랐네.
Revelio.
이거 왜 안 먹었었지? 여기 전에 지나갔었는데.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
여기도
blue power.
이런 갑옷들 은근 많네. 여기저기 은근히 여기저기 있구나 얘네들. 이런 애들. 트로피 보관실. 다른 건 없나?
Revelio.
기 없는 듯. 아, 교장실이라고 높이도 지어놨다. 씨. 뭐야 이건? 누가 쓴 거야? 이거?
Revelio.
슬슬 템창이 좀 차지 않았나? 24칸? 조금 미묘한데.
Revelio.
아, 이건 또 레벨 3 자물쇠야? 이거 레벨 2.
Alohomora.
따고 들어가자.
Revelio.
미확인 상자가 왜 이렇게 많지?
Revelio.
전지간 너무 말이 길다. 말이 너무 길다. 이건 또 뭐지? 응? 응? 여기가 교장실인가?
Revelio.
가고일.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
고장실의 가고일 석상. 이거부터 해야지. 여긴 또 어디야? 뭐래도 멀지 않을 텐데. 아치같이 생긴 통로. 근데 위쪽은 아니고 주변 어디일 텐데. 방 안쪽은 아닌 것 같고 어디 복도나 계단 어딘 것 같은데. 여긴가?
Revelio.
아 저기 있다. 이런 곳에 있었구만. 가자. 들어가.
Revelio.
요문도 무슨 퍼즐을 풀어야 되는 것 같은데. 뭐 상호작용할 수 있는 게 없는데. 상호작용 되는 게 없는데. 여기 아무 말하면 그냥 교장실로 들어가져 버리는 거겠지?
Revelio.
이걸 어떻게 열어야 될까? 내려도 딱히 반응을 안 해.
Revelio.
요 동상들이 수상하긴 한데.
Revelio.
이보다 위쪽이면 옥상 쪽 아닌가? 이것도 근처 어딘가에 힌트가 있을지도. 뭐 그럴듯한 게 안 보여. 이거 어떻게 하는 거야? 열려라.
Accio. Bombarda. Defendo. Flipendo.
돌아라. 얼어라.
Depulso. Arresto
멈춰라.
Confringo. Incendio. Descendo. Accio.
방어로 봐도 뭔지 모르겠다.
Confringo. Flipendo. Revelio.
뭔가 상호작용되는 오브젝트가 없는데. 잘 모르겠고 일단 장비 창이나 좀 비우고 와야겠다. 스카프가 쓸만하구만. 밑에 수확하기 귀찮다.
thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've
밑에서 수확하기가 귀찮구만.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
You'd think knowing spells would.
Revelio.
당점 어느 쪽이지? 빙을 안 찍으면 어디가 어디인지 모르겠다. 당점 어디지?
Please, come in. Let me know if you need help
안
finding.
쓰는 옷 좀 사줘요.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
자, 이제 교장실 들어가서 어느 쪽으로 가야 되지? 여기가 아닌가? 맞는 것 같기도.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
이쪽 아닌가? 다시 내려가는데? 이쪽이 아닌가? 보직원 탑으로 갔어야 됐나? 근데 여기도 교직원 탑인데? 저기로 가려면 어느 쇼컷을 탔어야 됐던 거야? 완전 딴 길이네. 진짜 호그와트 너무 복잡해가지고 쇼컷이 있는데도 어느 쇼컷을 타야 하는지도 모르겠어. 진짜 길 안내 없었으면 맨날 길 찾아 헤매기만 했을 것 같다. 허구한 날 길 찾는 데만 1시간씩 쓰고 이랬을 것 같은데. 이 길을 다시 올라가야 되다니. 여기 뭐 있네? 이거 왜 아까 안 보였지? 임요정 갑옷. 저기도 뭐 있다. 펜타우로스 갑옷. 이런저런 갑옷이 있구만. 또 뭐 없나? 또 없나?
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed.
Revelio.
암호 속삭이기.
Toujours pure.
피후. 대단이다. 이쪽으로 못 나가나?
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
남자는 조상화. 조상화들이 다 자고 있잖아. 아니 이 모자는 여기 보관돼 있네. 기숙사 배정 모자.
Revelio.
얘도 이 안에서 자고 있는 건가? 이건 레벨 3이라 못 따고.
Alohomora. Revelio.
야, 경치 좋다. 경치 좋다. 이 위로 올라가면 진짜 꼭대기인가? 또 레벨 3 있네. 여기 나가는 길은 또 레벨 2 자물쇠로 해놓고 이 안에 템 있는 건 또 레벨 3으로 막아놨어. 치사한 교장 선생님 같으니라고.
Revelio.
여기 따고 나와도 딱히 아무것도 없잖아.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
블랙 교수의 교장실에서 책 찾기. 영수증. 머리토닉, 콕수염, 왁스, 번디만 포마드, 진주 손잡이가 달린 빛, 황금 손잡이가 달린 효자서. 독지사. 소액만 지불된 마법부의 나머지 금액. 야, 이건 진짜.
That must be the pedestal. Revelio.
이 책인가? What? 이번엔 책 속으로 들어가 버리네.
Where am I?
와, 세상이
Professor
흑백이야.
Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve.
세상이 흑백이 돼 버렸어.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to
여기서 마법
find
못
me.
쓰나?
The first you will need is a cloak.
망토를 찾으라고? 들키지 않고 마을을 지나가세요. 수명 주문도 못
In this place,
쓰는데?
as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
그거 뭐야? 도놈한테 들키면 안 된다는 건가? 뭐가 막 나오는데? 뭐야 저 해골 바가지는. 투영 마법 자동으로 써진다. 얘들 쓱 터지나? 이거 인간 데미가이즈를 배웠어야 됐을 것 같은데. 앞에 또 있잖아.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
해골이 돼버렸어. 여기도 포션 나오네. 또 나온다. 와 이게 무슨 일이야?
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
때를 맞춰 지나가야 돼. 지금인가? 지나가요. 와, 책 속이라고 진짜 갑자기 세상이 흑백돼 버리는 연출 뭐냐?
A staircase straight ahead.
제가 딱 막고 있어서 갈 수가 없는데. 가라. 지금이야. 와 깜짝이야. 씨 깜짝 놀랐네. 와.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
약간 이런 느낌 이런 오픈월드 게임들은 꼭 이렇게 깜짝깜짝 놀라는 게 꼭 한두 개씩은 무조건 들어있더라. 오씨, 뭐가 저리 많아.
Coming, Neve.
넌 뭐세요? 숨어 있는 건가?
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
너무 많은데? 이거 어떻게 가지? 지금 가면 되나? 갑니다. 이쪽 보지 마세요.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
돌아갈 방법을 찾아야 해. 어디 사다리 없나? 여기 뒤쪽을 쳐다보는 것 같은데. 이쪽 좀 보세요. 그렇지. 여기 아저씨 가세요. 이쪽 안 보지? 간다. 어이 또 있네.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you.
다른 길.
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
No. 뭐야? 뭐야? 안돼.
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
잠겼어. 여기도 있네. 이쪽으로 오는 거냐? 일로 오는 거야? 너 뭐야? 오는 거야 뭐야? 이걸 못 보냐? 앞에 있는데 이걸 못 보네.
Now's my chance.
지금이 기회야. 간다. 슬금슬금.
That's the way forward.
찾았다. 망토. 신비한 망토. 새 아이템이야. 투명 망토인가?
I think I'm
투명
invisible.
망토다. 이 망토 밖에 나가서도 쓸 수 있는 건가? 이제 안 보여.
They can't see me at all.
간다.
I can get closer to them.
멍청한 녀석들. 눈에 안 보이니까
This is the
아무것도
way
못 하는구만.
forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
다시 온 세상이 하얘지고 있어. 이번엔 또 어디로 가는 거야?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this
이번엔
time you
숨을
will
수
be
없을
unable to
거라고?
hide.
이제 싸워야 되나?
Wield the wand you see
지팡이.
before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
이 방이 무기가 돌아왔다.
I've never felt such power.
강력한 힘. 뭐야 내 마법 프리셋이 다 없어져 버렸어. bombarda. 이제 리벨리오도 쓸 수 있네. 사람들이 다 죽었어. 이제 싸워야 되나? 죽음의 그림자. 뭔가 평타가 좀 다른데? 디스킨더. 뭐야? 평타가 뭐가 더 세진 것 같은 느낌인데?
Revelio.
뭔가 소리도 좀 달라진 듯. 빈다. 번개. 와우. bombarda.
Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda.
띵.
Stupid one. Descendo.
오잖아. 야.
Defendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulsor.
이 마법 근데 쿨타임이 왜 이렇게 짧아졌냐? 겁나 짧네. 막 난사할 수 있는데? 거의 난사되는 수준인데 이건? 마법 쿨타임이 겁나 짧아졌어.
Revelio.
뭐 나오냐? 와, 빵 큰 해골. 거대 해골. 저놈이랑도 싸우나? 단몸만 뽑는데? 뭐야? 거대 트롤. 단목 처리. 뭐야, 잡목 계속 나오나 이거? 와우. 땅. 고. 고. 마법. 번개. 와, 지금 만 넘게 들어가는데? 뭐야, 트롤 또 나오잖아. 해피. 패대기. 탕. 마법. 짠. bombarda. 패대기. 또 나오냐? 그냥 도망가야 되나? 아닌데. 계속 막혀 있는데. 열두 콤보 수행하기. 와우. 콤보 신경 쓰려니까 잘 집중이 안 돼 뭔가. 콤보가 신경 쓰여가지고 집중이 잘 안 돼. 됐나? 또 나오니? 갔다. 문 열어!
Revelio.
뭔가 세 번째 시험은 여태까지랑은 완전히 분위기부터가 다른데, 이게 보니까 세 번째 시험으로 이걸 세 번째 시험으로 치는 것 같은데 막 퍼즐 풀고 그런 게 아니라서 뭔가 좀 여태까지랑 달라.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
일루미나리. 신비한 돌. 돌을 사용해 시험 완료.
Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
보이는 게 전부가 아니라고? 돌, 이 돌 어떻게 쓰는 건데? 조문계.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
니암이 죽었어.
Dear sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
보여. 아니 돌 어떻게 쓰는 건데? 돌 뭔데 이 돌?
You found me, but you cannot undo what
시체가
has been
일어난다.
done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
여긴 여태까지의 시험장들이 마지막 부분이 뭔가 무너져 있는 것 같게 생겼는데.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow
도착점인데
without
무너져
light.
있다.
Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
니안 피츠제럴드의 기억. 너도 우니? 이 흑백 그래픽은 책에서 완전히 나갈 때까지 계속 유지되는 건가?
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
어떤 작용을 하는지를 알아야지.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
아니 이 자식이 미쳤나? 이 미쳤나봐 진짜.
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
와 미쳐버렸어 아주 그냥.
This must stop.
이거 지금 제정신이 아니구만 이거.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
저렇게 되지 말라고 가르친 거였는데 결국 다 망해버렸구만. 기존의 실로 그래픽 원래대로 돌아왔다.
Revelio.
이번엔 책 속으로 들어갔던 거라서 그냥 여기로 그냥 나오고 끝인가? 저기 석상 같은 것도 나오니까 안 보이네. 새로운 파수꾼 드디어 4명째. 누구세요?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration.
급하다는 게 또
I shall require time to confer with the
급하다는데
other
또 이거를
keepers.
또 시간을 달라고.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
부장 선생님 평판을 성공적으로 아주 나락으로 보내버렸다고.
I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
신성한 영웅. 이건 뭐야? 죽음의 성물을 소유하세요. 아, 아까 마지막으로 얻었던 그 돌이 죽음의 성물이었나? 잘 기억 안 나. 그거 실제로 들고 있는 건가? 그 돌 아이템으로 들고 있는 건가? 보자. 퀘스트 아이템. 여긴 없는 것 같은데.